Hey YouTube, Shukun Shinobi here with a review of the Power Rangers Samurai, Super Samurai, whatever you want to call it, Power Morphicon 2012. Shark Attack Red Ranger versus Purple Mooger pack metallic exclusive thing. Yes. So, this was a 2-pack of figures sold exclusively at Power Morphicon 2012. The third Power Morphicon in Pasadena, California. That happened last weekend, August something or another to some other date, 19th? I think 17th, 18th, and 19th? I was there, I should know. But anyway, so here's the exclusive pack. As you can see, it has Shark Attack Red Ranger and the Purple Mooger done up in a metallic color scheme, just like the other Comic-Con exclusive set that was done up in metallic. However, this does come with a little booklet that says Power Rangers Samurai Toys on it, and we'll take a quick look at that when we're done taking a look at the figures. It's in this really annoying, like, electronic packaging thing. Very uncollector friendly because you can't even open it without ruining it. Hence why I bought 2. So, this one is my packaged version that I'm going to put on display, and then I got an open one that we'll go ahead and take a look at. Only reason I really did this is because this was my first Power Morphicon. It was my first time meeting Dawson Rider and Jedimon and all my friends from the Toku fandom and all of my fans that attended and stopped me and was like, "Oh, hi, Shuki," and hugged me and stuff. So it's very sentimental to me, so I went ahead and picked up 2 so I could have one as a little memento. So we're just going to go ahead and just move this out of the way so it's not distracting. And bring in our figures. So here is the Shark Attack Red Ranger. It is a simple repaint of the Super Mode Red Ranger that was released at normal retail. Nothing special about it whatsoever outside of the color scheme. Yeah, it's got the red coat for the Shark Attack mode. However, as you notice, it has a spin sword, or super spin sword rather, and not the Shark Saber. That sucks. It really, really does suck. It just shows that Bandai just really wanted a easy repaint figure to do, and I mean this was obviously easy. Scaling wise, with as big as the spin sword is, you might actually be able to get away with giving him the SH Figure Arts Hyper Shinken Red Kyoru Origami toy. That would work. A lot of customizers are using a sword that came with a candy toy release of Hyper Shinken Red. So that works too. So you got a couple different options. But here is the figure. Very beautiful red metallic color scheme. Same red that they used in the Mega Shark Attack Red in the Comic-Con set. And it looks absolutely gorgeous. I really do love it. The red really stands out, and the metallic makes it seem like it's something special. Unlike the Time Life Red Ranger, but we won't get to that, never. So, articulation-wise, you have the head on a slight ball joint. Full pin and swivel right there, single joint right there, single joint there. And the typical hip articulation. Obviously, the coat does hinder the articulation, but it's not that bad. You can still get some poses with it. 4-inch scale figure, and as always, the super spin sword can peg right in here, just like that, and attach right there. So very beautiful figure. I really do love the way that one looks. So we'll just set them here and take a look at the Purple Mooger. Same Mooger figure that came in the first wave of Samurai toys, except metallic and purple. I really do like it. I'm not a huge fan of the Mooger figure because despite the fact that it has a pin and swivel articulation right there, it can't utilize it because of the shoulder pad right here. So that's upsetting, and again, it just doesn't have good leg articulation either because of the giant butt plate. So the figure kind of sucks, but sculpt-wise it's really good, and paint-wise the metallic bronzish color and the red and the purple looks absolutely fantastic in person. So I do have to give it credit there. The metallic paint looks really nice, but the figure itself still kind of sucks. I mean, these do go together quite well. I mean, the only time, like, the hyper mode or the Shark Attack mode in Samurai ever appears is when the Purple Moogers are around. In the Clash of the Red Ranger special and in the Rescue episode. So they both appeared together, so they're kind of stuck in a 2-pack together because that's how life works. So, yeah, they're exclusive, so hunting it down will be a hassle, I guarantee that. If you were lucky enough to attend the convention and get one, hooray. If you're lucky enough to have a friend to pick one up for you, yay. If you have to resort to eBay, sucks, because I'm not sure how well the prices are going to be come time to pick these things up. They might be scalper levels, they might not be. I don't know. It's really up to you on whether you want to hunt this down. It costs $35 at the convention, which I think was really steep for 2 figures in the booklet that we'll take a look at. But I guess it's not too bad considering the book is kind of neat. But it just really seemed like too high of a price for these 2 figures in particular. If it was like one more figure, then $35 is fine. But considering these go for $7 at retail, it was only $14 worth of figure. Tack on some exclusivity, you've got about a $10 extra price for this book. And that was about all. So go ahead and move them out of the way and take a look at this book. So the cover has got the claw armor Megazord on it, and it's like an inside look at the design and development of Earth's greatest heroes. At least they're not Earth's mightiest heroes, because that's the Avengers. Power Morphicon 2012 down there. It's classified. I'm not even supposed to show you this because you weren't at Morphicon or something. So if you actually really want to pause the video and read this, be my guest. It just tells you what Samurai is and some things like what Megazord is and all that. Over here on this page you have the Mega Mode sketches. I think these were done by Nonaka. He was at Morphicon, which is pretty neat. He was the designer for all these things. So that was pretty cool, and it shows you models of the figures and design sketches here. More on Mega Mode. Over here, talking about how when they were making the Automorphin figures, that they didn't know the actors, so they included the mask and stuff like that. The Super Mega Mode, talking about how they wanted to update the Mega Mode from when they went in the cockpit and Super Mode. Back here you have some early design sketches, which I think look cooler than the end product. But there's that. Shogun Mode gets its own little section. The near final design right here. Some early sketches up here. The other helmets. Gold not included. That stand that we never got in any of the American releases of this thing. They talk about how when you double up the kanji for fire, it means flame. I'm not sure if that works for the other ones. I think this kanji right here for forest, I think if you double it up and put them side by side, it means like an actual forest. I don't really know, because that's wood. I think if you put 2 woods together, you get a forest, apparently, or something like that. That sounded dirty. So you got Battle Gear back here, talking about the Mega Blade and joystick of the cockpit, the helmet toy. Super sound helmet that I still need to maybe buy and review. I'm not sure yet. Let me know in the comments. It's about $30. I'll spend the money if you guys want to see it. Shogun buckle, the Bullzooka, or the Bull Bazooka as it was called here. Talking about how they can combine. Back here you just got some of the Zords. It doesn't particularly mention the fact that they discluded the emblem modes. It doesn't really mention it in here at all. But there's that. You can look at the prototype of the Beetlezord right there. Apparently all the early versions had a stand. Like they had a stand mode. And there was a joystick thing coming out of the Zord that the Rangers would stand on. Really glad they took that out, because that would make them look even worse than they do already. Design sketches up here. Gigazord design, and they're like, you spend a lot of money on the Gigazord, so we made a cheap one. And something like there, I don't know exactly, but Good thing about the iPad is that I'm recording with it, and you could actually read this entire magazine if you stop and pause it. So, here for you guys. Talking about the cycles and making it legs. Very cool artwork. He had a lot on display at Morphicon, and it was really, really interesting to look at. I talked about how it would be interesting if they made other Tiger Tank-esque weapons, or vehicles, and they have one based on the Lion Zord and the Shark Zord, which is kind of neat, that they were thinking about doing things like that, but they agreed that the Tiger just looked like the most menacing one, so they went with the Tiger Tank. Packaging design back here. Some cool artwork for the sword cycles. And then back here, that was the last page, you have a toy checklist. The 2-inch figures, the 6.5-inch action ones, the Retrofire Megazord, which is no longer Retrofire, the 10-inch Ranger, the 12-inch Ranger, the Shogun modes, the Megazords, the various things, the spin cycles, the Tiger Tank, the Zord vehicles, and the sword cycles. All the battle gear down here. Those things I reviewed before I left for Morphicon, the little racer things. All of the figures. The only one I still need to find at retail is Shogun. I found all my Mega Modes finally, or the Super Mega Modes. So that review will be shortcoming, I hope. And the 7th Mystery Ranger, I wonder who it is. I'm not going to tell you because people might get mad about spoilers or something, but if you've seen Shinkenger, you know damn well who the 7th Mystery Ranger is. So yeah, you get this cool book and the 2 figures over here. I have no idea how I'm going to get all of this in the frame because this book just likes to fall over and stuff. But yeah, for $35, it really ends up depending on how much you like that book. If you really like the book, let's see if it'll stand. Probably not. Did it. If you really like the book, then I would say it's probably a good deal. The book is interesting. It does have a lot of really cool sketches and prototypes in there, which I find really neat. The figures are very beautiful. The metallic paint is kind of a lot more noticeable on these figures because it entails most of the toy as opposed to the Super Mega Mode ones from Comic-Con. So that could be a little bit of the reason for the price hike as well. There he goes. If you think it's worth it, then I definitely recommend picking it up. It is the only way to get a Shark Attack Ranger since it is evident that they aren't going to bother making a normal retail release that's not metallic. And the only way to get a Purple Mooger. So they are exclusive in that sense. Kind of like the Shark Attack Mega Ranger from the Comic-Con set and the Super Mega Mode Gold from the Comic-Con set. It's the only way to get a representation of that form. So in that sense, I do recommend it. I do think $35 was a little bit much. $30 was my guess, so I was off by $5. But I don't know, I kind of like it, and it being a Power Morphicon exclusive, it does have sentimental value to me as well. So maybe a little bit biased here, but I really do think it's a pretty neat set, and it's worth tracking down if you like what you see. So you can check out shugenshinobi.com for the latest updates, my reviews and hauls, and of course check out ridersrangersandrambles.com, bringing you the latest token news in the craziest way possible. So take care and have a great one. Bye.